guys, we're back again. We have an amazing video today. The most premium steak you can buy. Fillet steak. I've got two, comes to 460 grams. Roughly two 10-ounce steaks here. Come to 21 pounds, so roughly we're looking at about £10 each per steak. This is the highest quality fillet steak you can buy. I've left it out for 3+ hours to get to room temperature. The reason behind this is because we want a clean? We want a even temperature throughout the steak before we cook it. If you only took your steak out 20 minutes before, the inside will still be cold. So basically you would sear it and you would still have a cold center, which would still be slightly tough. The steak needs to be relaxed, it needs to be room temperature. Number one rule. There'll be some other rules once we get into cooking, but that is le number uno. That's correct, sort of French fancy word. Please like, subscribe if you're gonna watch this video and it has helped you cook a fillet steak. If you've picked up one little tip, please subscribe and comment and say, or if you do it another way, please let me know. Here are our premium fillet steaks. I'm gonna quickly get into the cooking and preparation. So, very light coating of oil. We're going to massage that in to your room temperature steaks, 3+ hours. Because they haven't got any fat, we need to add the fat basically. So the oil, and a bit of pepper, a bit of salt, and then we're going to flip them. We're going to do exactly the same. Again, quite a bit, don't be shy. And a good quality salt and pepper will go a long way. I use Verstegen. They will be live on Eric Lyons' website very soon. But you can find, just buy a good quality salt and pepper. You might think I'm sounding stupid. Everything is more expensive for a reason. Massage them, and they are ready. Just look how tender they are. They're literally falling apart as we touch them. So, here we are at the stove. We've prepped our best quality fillet steaks. We've got two more crucial tips. Get your oven, not your oven, get your stove to the hottest temperature it can be. Maybe one notch down. We still need it searingly hot. Obviously, the other tip was we oil the steak and not the pan. So key tip, so we got first tip, get it out 3 hours before. Second tip, oil and season your steak and not the pan. Third tip, get your pan searingly hot. The whole aim of this is when we put the steak in, should hear a sizzle straight away. And we're locking in the moisture. You can smell the salt, pepper and the beefiness straight away. Wash the chopping board while it's having about 1 to 2 minutes, because we are going to be cutting it on that later on. So we've had roughly 2.5 minutes on one side. I think it's time to turn them over. Then be gentle. Got a nice colouring. Perfect on this one. Again, these fillets are straight out the centre of the fillet. Once I start doing some more butchery videos, I can explain how we cut our steaks off the whole fillet. These really are straight out the centre. They are the best steaks you can get. And then we're going to add our favourite company, Cotswold Butter, coat them with the foam butter. Got a really nice flavour. I'm going to cook these to medium rare, as that's how steak should be done. Okay, so both steaks has had about 2 minutes either side. We've hopefully seared each side enough to lock in the moisture. And again, because these are quite deep, I'm just going to make sure I've sealed the sides as well. Even just a quick little turn on that side. Just make sure they're sealed all the way around. So once the moisture is locked in, we need to add some fat. The best way to cook a fillet steak is adding the moisture and the fat back in. I'm going to quickly melt that butter down, get a nice foam. I'm just going to throw it over. To get to medium rare, if you haven't cooked many steaks before, I got taught a tip at college. Put your hand out and touch your first finger and feel that tender just below your thumb. If you press that, that's basically how the top of the steak should be to get it rare. You move up, medium rare, and then you get medium and well done. Anyone who wants one of these two fingers, just don't watch this video. Get off, get out of there. That is how a steak should be cooked. You basically don't want to be spending £10 on a fillet steak if you're going to be having it well done and you're going to be chewing a boot basically. So we're going to throw that butter over, add in that moisture and the flavour and that nutty flavour. Once you cook the butter out, it kind of browns and has this really nice nutty flavour. Just keep leaning your pan down, throwing it over the top. And you cook them for a further few minutes, flip them once more, give them a little test, but they're still very bouncy right now. Shout out to Cotswold Butter, you really do supply the best butter I've ever tasted. I'm just going to flip them once more, and then I think these beauties will be ready to go. That is exactly where I want it. And then what we're going to do, we're going to move them onto our chopping board. And the fourth or fifth tip, I can't remember how many good tips there are, let them rest. Minimum 5 minutes. 8, 9, 10 minutes more preferable. They need to rest, absorb the juices back into the meat, because if you cut straight into that steak, them juices are just going to run out. They need to have time to get back into the fibres and just relax. Like you're going to relax and pour yourself a nice glass of red wine. We have completed the cooking tutorial for the best fillet steaks on planet Earth. So, just to recap the tips, number 1, get your steak out the fridge to room temperature 3 hours minimum beforehand. We need it to room temperature. 2, oil, season the steaks, not the pan. We're going to do that on the actual raw steak itself. Blah blah blah. 3rd tip, super hot pan. Super hot pan. 4th tip, we add a bit of butter and we coat the steaks. We throw the butter over. We want a nice nutty flavour that will quickly turn brown, and that will cook the steak evenly. So, last tip, 5th tip, we leave our steaks for minimum 5 minutes, roughly 8, 9, 10 minutes to be perfect. Let's slice one of these bad boys in nice slow motion. So, I've absolutely nailed it once again, faultless. You can't fail with that method of cooking steak. It's so tender, I guarantee you I can cut it lightly with just pressing a spoon down on the steak, as so. Oh, you don't even need to chew. The flavour is outrageous. Look for our home cooked chip video with a fillet steak. Oh, the perfect evening. See you soon.